Imagine really making a woman obsessed with you this week. That's what you'll learn in this video. In this video, you'll discover scientifically proven mental shortcuts that can actually make this happen. Today, we'll explore and teach you step-by-step 9 of these shortcuts that will mess with her mind and create an irresistible connection with you. Each of these shortcuts is extremely powerful, so stay until the end and choose which ones you will apply to make a woman obsessed with you quickly. So, get ready to discover the secrets that science reveals to us about how to win and keep a woman's attention solely on you. 9th shortcut, halo effect. The halo effect is a psychological phenomenon where a positive impression of one characteristic of a person influences opinions about other characteristics of that same person. Basically, if you make a good first impression, she's more likely to view other qualities in you positively. This mental shortcut is extremely powerful because the first impression can set the tone for the entire relationship. To use the halo effect effectively, it's crucial to focus on making an excellent first impression. This starts with your appearance. Dress appropriately and take care of your personal hygiene. A well-groomed appearance can immediately create an impression that you are an organized and valuable person. Besides appearance, attitude also plays a fundamental role. Show confidence without arrogance. Confidence can be seen in your posture, the tone of your voice, and the way you behave. For example, maintain eye contact, smile, and show genuine interest in the conversation. These small gestures can make a lasting and positive impression. Communication is another area where the halo effect can be applied. Speak clearly and articulately, avoiding excessive slang or overly informal language. Show that you are educated and have good manners. This not only makes a good impression, but also increases the perception that you are intelligent and respectable. The halo effect can also be enhanced through consistent actions and behaviors. If you demonstrate kindness and consideration early on, these qualities will be associated with you in all future interactions. For example, opening the door for her or making a thoughtful gesture may seem small, but it contributes to building a positive image. Another important aspect is authenticity. The first impression should be a true reflection of who you are. Trying to appear as something you are not can lead to disappointments later on. Be authentic and honest about your qualities and intentions. Authenticity creates a solid foundation for trust and emotional connection. When applied correctly, the halo effect can set a positive tone for the entire relationship, creating a foundation of mutual trust and attraction. This mental shortcut is one of the most effective ways to make a woman obsessed with you because it promotes a positive perception that influences all subsequent interactions. 8th shortcut, subtle touch. Subtle touch is a powerful tool for creating an emotional and physical connection with a woman. Studies show that light and appropriate touches can increase attraction and the feeling of intimacy between two people. However, the secret to using the shortcut effectively is ensuring that the touches are natural and respectful, never forced or invasive. Imagine you're on a date, and during an engaging conversation, you lightly touch her arm to emphasize a point or show empathy. This simple gesture can create a sense of closeness and intimacy that words often can't convey. Touch releases oxytocin, the love hormone, which can strengthen the emotional bond between you. Subtle touch can also be used to express support and comfort. For example, if she's talking about a difficult experience, a light touch on the shoulder can show that you're present and care. It's important to be attentive to her reactions to ensure the touch is well received. Everyone has their own comfort level with physical touch, so adjust as necessary. Additionally, touch can be a form of flirting. Quick and playful touches, like touching her hand when handing something over, can add a playful element to the interaction. This type of touch should be brief and casual to keep the interaction light and avoid any discomfort. Remember, the goal of subtle touch is to create a positive and intimate connection. Always respect the other person's boundaries and be attentive to their reactions. When used correctly, subtle touch can be one of the most effective shortcuts to making a woman obsessed with you. Seventh shortcut, Pygmalion effect. The Pygmalion effect is a psychological phenomenon where the expectations you have about a person can influence that person's performance and behavior. In other words, if you treat a woman as if she is special and valuable, she may internalize these expectations and behave accordingly. This mental shortcut is extremely powerful because it can create a positive cycle of mutual reinforcement and admiration. When you express positive expectations about her, it can boost her self-esteem and strengthen the connection between you. For example, if you constantly praise her for her skills and achievements, she may start to believe more in herself and feel capable of achieving great things. This type of emotional support is fundamental to building a strong and healthy relationship. An effective way to apply the Pygmalion effect is through verbal reinforcement and actions that demonstrate your appreciation and value. For example, saying things like, "I really admire how you handle challenges," or "You have an incredible talent for solving problems," plants seeds of confidence and self-efficacy. This not only makes her feel good, but also associates these positive emotions with your presence. Additionally, the Pygmalion effect can be used to encourage desirable behaviors. When you positively reinforce actions or attitudes that you appreciate, she tends to repeat these behaviors to continue receiving this positive feedback. This reinforcement cycle creates a relationship dynamic where both strive to be better for each other. However, it is crucial that your expectations are genuine and realistic. Unrealistic expectations or excessive pressure can have the opposite effect, causing stress and frustration. Keep your expectations positive, but within a realistic and achievable context. By using the Pygmalion effect, you're not only creating a stronger connection with her, but also helping her become the best version of herself. This type of emotional and psychological support is one of the most effective ways to make a woman obsessed with you because it creates a foundation of mutual respect, admiration, and love. Sixth shortcut, mystery and intrigue. Maintaining a certain level of mystery and intrigue can be an extremely effective strategy for increasing a woman's interest in you. Mystery sparks curiosity and creates a natural desire to know more about you. This mental shortcut works because people are naturally attracted to the unknown and what they still cannot fully understand. One way to apply mystery in your interaction is to avoid revealing everything about yourself at once. Share information about yourself in small and interesting doses. For example, when talking about your hobbies, you might mention that you enjoy outdoor adventures without going into too much detail. This creates a sense of curiosity and makes her want to know more about these adventures. Another important aspect of mystery is unpredictability. Being predictable can make the relationship lose some excitement and novelty. Introduce elements of surprise into your interaction. For example, when planning a date, choose a place or activity that is unexpected and that she has likely never experienced before. This unpredictability keeps the relationship exciting and captivating. Additionally, mystery can be cultivated through the way you share your emotions and thoughts. Instead of expressing everything at once, leave some things implied or suggested. This does not mean being evasive or dishonest, but rather allowing room for mutual interpretation and discovery. Mystery can also be amplified by how you handle communication. Do not always be available or respond immediately to all messages. Show that you have a full and interesting life outside the relationship. This not only increases your value, but also makes her appreciate the time and attention you give her more. However, it is important to find a balance. Too much mystery can lead to frustration and insecurity, while too little can result in boredom. The secret is to dose the mystery in a way that keeps the relationship fresh and interesting without causing anxiety or uncertainty. When used correctly, mystery and intrigue can transform the relationship dynamic, creating a constant desire to know more and connect more deeply with you. This mental shortcut is one of the most effective ways to keep a woman obsessed and interested, as it sparks a curiosity that fuels ongoing interest. Fifth shortcut, vulnerability. Showing vulnerability appropriately can create a deep emotional connection with a woman. Studies show that sharing personal experiences and demonstrating vulnerability makes people feel closer and more connected. This mental shortcut is powerful because it shows that you are a real person with feelings and experiences and are not afraid to show who you really are. To use vulnerability effectively, it is important to share personal stories that show your challenges and how you overcame them. For example, talking about a difficult moment in your life and how you learned from it can humanize you and create empathy. This shows that you are not afraid to be honest and transparent about your emotions and experiences. Vulnerability can also be demonstrated by expressing your feelings and concerns about the relationship. For example, saying something like, "Sometimes I worry about not being enough for you, but I'm willing to work on it," can open a channel of honest and deep communication. This not only strengthens the emotional connection, but also shows that you are committed to building a healthy and authentic relationship. Furthermore, vulnerability can be used to create an environment of trust and security. When you are open and honest about your flaws and fears, you encourage the other person to do the same. This can result in a more transparent and true relationship where both feel comfortable being who they really are. However, it is important to balance vulnerability with strength. Showing vulnerability does not mean being overly emotional or dependent. It is about being honest and authentic while maintaining strength and resilience. Demonstrating that you can be vulnerable while handling challenges positively and proactively can be extremely attractive. When used in a balanced way, vulnerability can be one of the most effective shortcuts to creating a deep and lasting emotional connection. It allows you to present yourself as a real and authentic person, which can significantly increase attraction and connection between you. This mental shortcut is one of the keys to making a woman obsessed with you, as it creates a foundation of trust, empathy, and genuine love. Fourth shortcut, mutual exposure effect. The mutual exposure effect is a psychological phenomenon that suggests that the more people are exposed to each other, the more they tend to like each other. Creating opportunities to be together frequently can increase her attraction to you. This mental shortcut is effective because it promotes familiarity and comfort, essential for building a solid connection. To apply the mutual exposure effect, it is important to invest time in shared activities and regular meetings. However, the quality of this shared time is as important as the quantity. Make sure these encounters are positive and enjoyable, providing memorable experiences that she will associate with you. For example, participating in activities that you both enjoy, such as hiking, dining, or shared hobbies, can create a series of positive experiences that strengthen the bond between you. The key is to create an environment where she feels happy and comfortable around you. The more time she spends with you in a positive context, the stronger the emotional connection she will develop. Additionally, mutual exposure can be enhanced through small daily interactions. Text messages, quick calls, or even comments on social media can maintain a constant and positive presence in her life. These small interactions help keep you on her mind, reinforcing familiarity and the bond between you. Another important aspect of the mutual exposure effect is consistency. Being consistent in your interactions and behaviors creates a sense of security and predictability. This is essential for building trust and strengthening the emotional connection. For example, being punctual for dates and keeping your promises are simple but effective ways to demonstrate consistency. However, it is crucial to avoid overexposure. Spending too much time together without personal space can lead to saturation and potentially cause strain on the relationship. Find a healthy balance between spending time together and respecting each other's need for personal space and time. When used correctly, the mutual exposure effect can transform the relationship dynamic, creating a deep and lasting connection. By investing quality time together and maintaining a constant and positive presence, you can significantly increase her attraction to you. This mental shortcut is one of the most effective ways to make a woman obsessed with you because it promotes the familiarity and comfort that are fundamental for any lasting relationship. Third shortcut, principle of scarcity. The principle of scarcity suggests that people attribute more value to something that is rare or difficult to obtain. Applying this principle in relationships means showing that you are a man of value who is not always available. This mental shortcut creates a sense of urgency and increases her desire for your attention. To use the principle of scarcity effectively, it is important not to be always available. This does not mean playing hard to get, but demonstrating that you have a full and interesting life outside the relationship. For example, if she invites you out, occasionally show that you have other commitments and that your life is active and fulfilled. Another aspect of the principle of scarcity is showing that you value your time and energy. This can be done by setting clear boundaries and not immediately giving in to all her demands. When you demonstrate that your time is valuable, she will naturally start to value the moments you spend together more. Additionally, the principle of scarcity can be applied to how you communicate your emotions and feelings. Do not reveal everything at once. Let her discover your thoughts and feelings gradually, which creates a sense of mystery and intrigue. For example, instead of immediately expressing how much you like her, let your actions speak louder and reveal your feelings gradually. Scarcity can also be reflected in how you distribute your compliments and affection. Frequent compliments can lose their impact over time. Instead, give genuine and sporadic compliments that are unexpected and meaningful. This makes each compliment more valued and appreciated. However, it is crucial to find a balance. Too much scarcity can make you seem disinterested or distant, which can push her away. Find a middle ground where you are present and attentive, but also maintain an active and interesting life outside the relationship. When applied correctly, the principle of scarcity can significantly increase the perceived value she has of you, creating a constant desire for your attention and company. This mental shortcut is one of the most effective ways to make a woman obsessed with you, because it promotes appreciation and esteem for your presence and time. Second shortcut, positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is a powerful technique to increase desirable behaviors and create positive associations. When you reward a woman with compliments or affectionate gestures for something she does that you appreciate, you are creating a strong emotional bond and encouraging the repetition of these behaviors. This mental shortcut works because people naturally seek to please and receive validation from those they consider important. To apply positive reinforcement effectively, it is important to be specific and genuine in your compliments. Instead of giving a generic compliment like, "You are amazing," be more detailed, such as, "I love how you managed to solve that problem with so much creativity and calm." This type of positive reinforcement shows that you are paying attention and valuing her specific qualities. Positive reinforcement can also be used to encourage behaviors that strengthen the relationship. For example, if she takes the initiative to plan a date or does something thoughtful, reward this behavior with sincere thanks or an affectionate gesture. This not only makes her feel appreciated, but also motivates her to continue investing in the relationship. Additionally, positive reinforcement can be applied to daily communication. Small gestures like sending a loving message in the morning or complimenting her for something she did well at work can create an environment of continuous support and validation. These small acts of positive reinforcement accumulate over time, strengthening the emotional connection between you. Another way to use positive reinforcement is through public recognition. Complimenting her qualities or achievements in front of friends or family can further increase the impact of the reinforcement. This not only makes her feel valued, but also shows that you are proud of her and want others to know it. However, it is important to maintain a balance. Positive reinforcement should be genuine and not forced. Excessive compliments and affectionate gestures can lose their impact and seem superficial. Ensure that each act of positive reinforcement is authentic and deserved. When applied correctly, positive reinforcement can create a cycle of desirable behaviors and positive emotions that strengthen the relationship. This mental shortcut is one of the most effective ways to make a woman obsessed with you because it creates a powerful association between your presence and feelings of happiness and fulfillment. First shortcut: mirroring. Mirroring is a communication technique where you unconsciously copy the gestures, posture, and speech patterns of the person you are interacting with. This behavior creates a sense of connection and understanding, making her feel more comfortable and bonded to you. Mirroring works because people tend to like those who are similar to them, creating a sense of familiarity and empathy. To apply mirroring effectively, start by closely observing her gestures and posture. If she leans forward while speaking, you can do the same. If she uses certain expressions or intonations, subtly incorporate them into your responses. It is important that mirroring is natural and does not seem forced or mechanical. Mirroring is not limited to gestures and posture, but can also be applied to the rhythm and tone of voice. If she speaks calmly and slowly, adapt your speech to match her pace. This creates harmony in communication that can significantly increase attraction. Another important aspect of mirroring is emotional reciprocity. Show empathy and respond to her emotions appropriately. If she is excited when talking about something, show enthusiasm. If she is sharing a sad experience, show understanding and support. This type of emotional mirroring creates a deep and authentic connection. Additionally, mirroring can be used to create an environment of trust and security. When you reflect her actions and behaviors, you're communicating that you are in tune with her and understand her. This can increase the feeling of comfort and closeness, making the interaction more pleasant and meaningful. However, it is crucial not to overdo mirroring. Becoming an exact copy of her can seem strange and uncomfortable. Mirroring should be subtle and natural, complementing the interaction without dominating it. The goal is to create a sense of connection, not imitation. When used correctly, mirroring can transform the dynamics of the interaction, creating a deep and empathetic connection. This mental shortcut is one of the most effective ways to make a woman obsessed with you because it promotes a sense of understanding and familiarity that are fundamental to any meaningful relationship. Did you enjoy these mental shortcuts to make a woman obsessed with you? What do you think was missing to make this video even better? Leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and if you want more tips on how to win a woman's heart, watch the video that is appearing on the screen. See you next time. I'll see you there.